There it goes. There it goes. We'll see how long it really takes.
You're live.
Look at Lorna. I'm waiting. Oh my gosh, that came through quick. I am.
Hi, Lorna.
Make sure I'm on the right router. That always makes a difference too. So what are you guys all up to? At midnight. Although for Lorna, I think she's 2 hours earlier. Hey, Lisa. Just thought I'd bring this pile of books that I was playing with last night and show you guys where I kind of ended up with them. I don't know about you guys. I've had a super sluggish day. Oh, and Laurel's here too, you guys, by the way.
I'm here too. Hi, ladies. Hi, Lisa.
Like,
hi, Lorna.
Maybe I should say something before she starts talking, and everybody's like, wait, what?
It's I.
Surprise! She's like that guy who hides in the closet and jumps out and goes boo.
Right?
Oh my gosh. I think I've maybe soaked this one a few times too many. Look at how the paper.
Oh, I do that when I leave mine in on accident when I really don't want to.
Yep. I mean, it like just totally all just peeled right off. But that's what I mean when I say I have to buy cheap brushes for this up here because I don't take care of these brushes at all. I want to just throw them in a thing of water and walk away and come back and they're usable.
Right.
But so yeah, these were, I stayed up last night after I got off and finished these, but then they turn out cute.
Yeah, they're amazing.
I love and these I did with the black under so that the white would have that really super chunky, chippy. And I may still come back in with some like distress inks or something and tone this white down. I want to look at it for a little while and see what I think. It's just awfully, awfully white, I feel.
Yeah.
And like this one.
That looks so cool though.
I'm pretty happy with them. But I do think I want to push the white back a little, tone it down a little bit.
Right.
These ones, and you can see my fancy clamps to hold stuff in place while it's drying.
They're fancy schmancy clamps.
Yep. And I know this one's sitting a little high, but I was okay with that because I want to use this one like for display, like on an end table or something, and put like a tall candlestick here or like a shorter one on this and then the taller one down here on the table. So
right.
I want this space open on this one.
Oh, Lorna's back. Hi, Lorna. She wasn't here when she was saying I'm waiting, but she's here now.
Yep, she's back. So there's that one. I love how this turned out. The paint on that one is really cool. So, but yep, I'm having fun. I've just been painting, as you can see underneath. Just playing with all these silly paints and waxes.
She says Lisa says, I think you should tone the white down. And Lorna says, I went to read the BBC News.
No. Anything exciting happening in the BBC. I think it should be toned down too. I really do. Hey, maybe I'll just grab, I don't have the distress inks out, but let me grab those and see if I've never tried them on top of this paint. Let's see if it'll stick. Let's see, shall we? Oh, maybe I'll practice on one of, yeah. Good idea, Patty. Good idea. I think I'll practice on one of these on the paper that's not glued on a book.
There you go.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like a more better idea.
A more better?
More better.
She's already trying to make me cuckoo.
More better.
Lorna says, I always type, I am waiting. I think it's funny. Yeah, because we were talking to you because we thought you were here.
Oh, shoot. Now I don't know which distress ink. Oh, well. I don't know which one I zhuzhed up last night.
Zhuzhed up? Boy, we're using all kinds of...
so dry. Oh, my gosh.
We're using all kinds of good English right now, ladies.
I am. Zhuzhed is a word.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
I don't know. Somebody back me up. It's a real word, right?
I'm thinking not.
It is. It's a good word. It's a real word.
It's a Patty word.
It is not. Lots of people use it. It's not. It's not.
Lorna's like, sorry, I will rewind. Oh, you just came on, Lorna. We were just talking.
She's
saying hello.
mostly trying to give you a hard time, is what
I know
saying.
she is, because she's going to be that same sarcastic person we've known. I saw her post.
And then I finally remembered I have this. Maybe I'll try that if it's not the right one. Let's see. That's walnut. I don't know if I want to go that dark anyway. So I should hang on to one book up here. One book. And
Hi, Nikki.
hey, Nikki. Let's do this. I'm going to decide to see if this distress ink. Oh, it does. Look. It'll do it.
Hi, Martha.
Hey, Martha, how are you? It works. So there's that. Walnut. Let's put a little walnut on that. Yep, I think that's going to do
you too.
I think it's going to do it. I like it.
Hi, Linda. We got some night owls.
Yeah, we do.
We thought it was just us.
Yeah. So what are you guys up doing?
Believe it or not, ladies, I am diamond painting right now.
There we go.
Actually, a lot of fun and shuts off your brain.
Yep, I think I like that better.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Yep, I think they do. All right, so I'm going to grab the ones that are, oh, wait, I have one right here in my hand. Duh. So I'm going to do, okay, so this one is really the walnut, yes. So that lid should go with it. And this one is really, oops, the vintage photo. There we go. Ah, Nikki's cleaning the craft room.
Yay, yeah, you.
With Lorna, please come clean my house. Oh, is Rosemary on? I didn't know she was on. She might be. Watching this.
Yes, they are an all-day affair.
What, cleaning the craft room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or an all-week affair, you know.
Yeah, in some cases. I like that. Just a little bit. It doesn't even take much just to push it back a little.
That looks really cool.
I like it. Thanks for the vote, Lisa. I needed that. So now I can do these. And then they'll be done. I'm waiting for a I don't know, kind of sort of warm day so I can run outside, and I think I'm going to spray these to seal them.
That's a good idea.
Well, and it's way quicker. And I kind of don't care if, I'm taking them to Texas anyway, so if I don't get them sprayed till I get there, it's no big deal. They'll just be a little bit authentically distressed before I get them there.
Right.
I cheat and do that with my furniture a lot too. I don't put a finish protective layer on them.
Right.
Toss them in the trailer.
Nikki says, by the way, love the book covers. Amazing.
Thanks. They're fun. They were super fun. I was going to grab another pile and bring them up and start base coating them. And then I thought, I did say I would turn the camera on when I'm sitting here doing stuff, but I'm pretty sure nobody wants to watch me put a base coat on book covers. That's got to be right up there with watching grass grow. There we go. Yep, it needed that. Like it a lot. There, cool. So I think I'm going to finish these ones up. No, I'm going to leave these white because I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I think I'll leave those ones white. So anyway, after we got off last night, I sat here and kept playing with the ones that I just put on there. And I did these guys. I found some texture.
Yeah, those look awesome.
That I have, and I know it's not picking it up, but it gave them like some super chunkiness in there, and it just makes them look like way older, which was pretty cool. I liked it. And then there's these ones that I put it under too, and I like how old they look. Except for the new gold, you know. The gold probably wouldn't be
so cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. So now I've gone down this rabbit trail. So when I show up,
that rabbit trail just keeps getting bigger.
What I'm discovering is it has lots of paths. I keep getting sidetracked on all these other little paths or tangents or what have you.
No, really?
Really? What did I do with? I hid them from myself. One moment. There they are. And this one, I decided I'm going to try it another way too. The other ones, I've painted all the pieces before I glued them on. This one, I think I'm going to paint the resin and the cover all at once and then come back and do some highlighting on this one.
Right.
I may paint that one up quick.
They all love them. Linda says to tell you she went to Hobby Lobby today and got her glue and paint.
Nice. Good job.
And Lorna went and got all stuff for marbling paper.
Who did?
Lorna.
Ah. Maybe I think I've wanted to do that. I really have. But I feel like I shouldn't. You make amazing paper and make digitals. And I'll just buy the digitals. How's that? That sounds like a plan to me. And another project that I won't feel the need to start.
Right.
Move those before I get them wet. Then I'll be mad. So I'm going to try the other ones I did all with gesso. I think I'm going to do this one. I love this color. Oh.
Is that like a gray?
It's called Skeleton Key, and it's the weirdest gray green color ever. See another brush falling apart. But the reason I kind of wanted to do this is because I can come back in and sand or spray it or with a baby wipe and push some of the color back and bring some of this blue cover out through it if I want. Since it's the clay paint, it'll push back pretty easy. And I may end up watering it down. We'll see how much it soaks it up. Actually, I think I am just going to, because it's going to spread faster that way too. And I'm going to switch brushes, I think.
I really don't want to hear about your crevices before I head to bed, Nikki. Nightmares for sure. Oh my gosh. I like painting black and getting all in the crevices, then going over it with wax, but it won't give you the vintage look with the wax. But thinking you can get some effect with rust effects and dust stuff.
Maybe something to try for sure.
Oh my goodness. Lorna said last time I did marbling, but I used $100 of nail polish.
Oh my gosh.
Had nail polish everywhere, never scanned them, threw them out because they smelled so bad. Oh my goodness.
I can see that. I can totally see that happening. Oops. But I am having one of those days. I need to put lids back on things because otherwise I think everything's going to go horribly wrong. So I put in like almost more water than paint and see the color didn't change at all. This stuff is so ridiculously pigmented. See how the color didn't change? I mean, the water didn't change the color,
right?
Tone at all. And most paints, if you put that much water in them, you're going to start changing the color. That's one of the things I love about this paint. I'm just actually just a huge advocate. I just love this paint. And I'm just going to leave it in this little cup. Snap a lid on it. And I'm chasing paint bristles out of this in case you're wondering what I'm doing over there. But I'll just put the lid back on it and it'll dry out a little bit and thicken up some. Which I would be fine with. The name of the brand of paint, it's DIY. And some of the, if you look for it on YouTube, you'll find a few of the ladies that are retailers for it and they sell it online. You can't buy it directly from the, or wait, can you? Debbie's Design Diary, she's the owner of the company. She has a website I think you can order it from and a retail store in California. I believe she's in California. But otherwise you have to go to a retailer to get it. So that did kind of like a wash. That's kind of cool because now the blue kind of wants to poke through a little.
Right.
As it's drying. So we'll see how that dries up. And I intentionally left there's a few puddles in here. So it'll dry a little thicker in those, or a little darker in those puddle areas. I'm just trying to push some of the, where I was use the heavier paint away from the resin pieces. There we go.
Thumbs up, crackers. That's right. Oh, the decrepit dust I got from her website, Nikki's saying.
Yes. Dark and decrepit. Yep. Those are nice. I've got the white one. I wanted to get the dark one. She was out of it that day. I'm pretty fortunate in that aspect. It's one of the very few things I can get locally. Is the DIY. One of the ladies in town that has a shop carries it. So I can run in there. She's open, I think, 4 days a week, something like that. But Not that it's kind of irrelevant, I guess. But yeah, I can run in there and get it, which is kind of cool. That's where I got the IOD molds that I picked up.
Right.
Have instant gratification. Lid. Need to grab the lid. There it is. Okay. There. Now I can't spill that. Well, I wouldn't say can't. How about won't? Okay. Put this soaking wet guy. I don't know what you guys use. I love this paper. It's those, I get them at the Dollar Tree, and it's those kids sketch pads. They're 11 by 17, and they're perfect to work on. And I just pick up like 5 or 6 of them at a time.
Yeah. Linda says she saw Michelle in Deb's diary something in the chat today.
Yeah, Debbie's design diary. Yeah, she was on today live. I was watching. I was way too lazy to type. Way too lazy to type. That was pretty cool though, right? Michelle, the first time she goes in, they're all chatty with her. It was pretty cool. Exactly, Lisa. It could be another one that's kind of pricey. Yep. And I was like last night, remember all the paints I was showing you guys that I just got in? It's like it never occurred to me, where am I going to put these things? So thankfully, I decided all of this resin stuff, I'm going to, because like I have the bathroom up here right off this room, and I'm going to, and I'm the only one that uses it. So I'm going to, there's a lot of wall space. So I can't decide if I want to put a whole shelving, like floor to ceiling unit in there, or just like get brackets and put shelves up. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of shelving organization in there. Otherwise, I would be like really pressed for where to put all these bottles of paint, because I feel like I don't want them like just in a box tipped over upside down and sideways and stuff.
Right.
Well, I just have a sneaking hunch the one lid I don't get on tight, it's going to be a big puddle and it's all over everything. Not that I've ever had that happen before.
Right.
But just saying. What did I do? How did I do? I'm trying to think how I did that last night. I think I just did the texture paste without gesso, because I decided texture paste should have enough tooth. I shouldn't have to do that. And see, like these things I pick up at like Hobby Lobby when they mark them down to $2 instead of $7 a piece. And I don't get nearly so annoyed when stuff is dried out if I only paid $2 for it.
I did follow Deb's diary channel now. I'll go back and check, but she is funny. Yeah, I wrote her down. I have to go check her out too.
She is funny. She is hilarious.
What is the full name? Deb's Design Diary?
Debbie, D-E-B-I-S.
Okay.
Debbie's Design Diary, yep. She just doesn't take herself seriously, you know? It's just, I mean, she does, but not like in a bad way, you know? Not like...
Right.
She's just got a cute personality. She's just fun. And I'm probably always going to be that person that totally uses supplies wrong. Doesn't take care of brushes. My favorite thing is when I'm at Hobby Lobby and stuff is marked down and I go down like the paint and paintbrush aisle and they've got like their cheap packages of them on clearance for $1. I'm like, yes, please.
Right. Linda said you can become one of her retailers for $300 setup if no one in your area is a retailer.
Yeah. Yep, you can.
And Lorna's like, I need to talk someone in my area into it.
You do. You sure do. I have enough irons in the fire. I don't need to be a retailer. Nope, nope, nope. And, I like being able to support Melissa. That's the name of the lady that has the shop in town that I shop with. It's nice to be able to share the love a little. And if she wasn't here for me to shop with locally, I would probably shop with Jamie Ray and have it delivered. There we go. There's the chunky. I don't know if I want that much on the clock face, though. Hang on. I'm losing my numbers. That wasn't very smart. There we go. That's better. Okay, move you over there.
Oh, it says, I'm too tired. Not me. I'm too tired today.
I know, it was pretty cool for Michelle. I was happy. I was like, yay, there you go. Yeah, they do some cool stuff. Another one you want to watch is Dion. She's over at the Turquoise Iris. If you like color, she's your girl all day, every day. That woman does amazing things with color. She's just fearless when it comes to the bright, bold, and she does fun color combinations. And she's come up with some really interesting ways to layer and blend and all of that. I've been kind of going back and watching some of hers that I remembered were my favorites, and trying to bring some of that maybe into some of this. Just the idea, just watching how she's layering and moving things around, mixing, right. Not like truly mixing. She does a lot of her blending with a putty knife. So it's just interesting.
Lorna says, first of all, Lorna, I don't think that's a great idea. She's like, I can still smell the metallic paint I cooked on the stove today. Not my smartest moment. No, not.
But that's how we learn the most. Do it wrong once and you probably won't do that again. Oh my gosh. There you go. So Lisa, what are you working on? I know you're working on something. You're not just sitting there. What are you working on? Lorna's probably over there with her foiling pen going to town. Linda, are you up doing stuff, or are you snuggled in with the critters for the night? I can't remember. Does Linda? I know she has a dog.
Yes.
I can't remember if it's one dog and a cat or two dogs. I can never remember. I feel like I want to say it's a dog and a cat. We'll see.
We shall see.
We'll see if I was close or horribly mistaken. Oh my goodness, this brush.
It's leaving little hairs everywhere.
Not so much. The hairs don't bother me when I'm doing this stuff, the resin pieces. It probably should bother me, but it really doesn't. I figure by the time I get all the layers on, you're not going to see them anyway.
Right.
So I don't get too flipped. But this is the one that's losing all the paper off the handle.
Oh.
So as I'm turning it in with my hand, I'm getting little paper flecks everywhere.
She was trying to make her own gilding wax. What a mess. Okay.
Yeah, see, I would use like a furniture wax because they're thicker. They're more like a paste. And I would mix my metallics into that. I wouldn't be cooking for sure. I can see that. I'd probably light the house on fire. That would be no fun.
Mm-mm.
But anywho, I figured this texture paste should have enough glue in it to adhere to this resin. So we'll find out. I'll get them all painted up, and then I'll go to pick at one of them and see if it pops off, and then I'll probably be like,
I'm trying to be DIY Nikki, and Nikki's like, do not do that again. Hi, Emma. How are you?
hey, Melissa.
So Emma is Melissa?
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. That one's done. I think I'm really excited to use these these ones in the corner of a picture frame and then like build out.
Right.
I'm like so excited to go thrift store hunting and find some. These are a pair. And these, I love these. I got to do some of these. Then I brought out the butterflies and the birds.
Who doesn't like butterflies and birds?
I know. I couldn't decide if I was going to work on painting some of the ones I have poured or if I was going to start pouring, and I decided I'm not going to pour today. I'm not going to pour again until I'm ready to just do it like all day, all night. And then I got to decide which pieces I want for. That's a lie. I'm just going to pour everything. I was going to say I was going to focus and just really pour a bunch of the same ones. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
No, you're not.
I'm not. No point in deceiving myself at all. Trying to catch up with you guys over there. I don't know about ink. I don't know how ink would mix with the wax. I don't know. I wish I had some of the DIY wax to show you guys the consistency of it, because it's a really cool consistency. It's not like a paste, like shoe wax, like shoe polish.
Yeah.
But it's not soft either. It's just a really nice, thick, I don't know, thick and cream. It's almost like hard, like when you take real butter out of the refrigerator and it's like stiff. It's almost like that. But then as soon as you dip your brush in it, and it's not quite that solid, but then as soon as you start dipping your brush, you're tapping your brush into it and start putting, it just warms up and melts into your finish just like butter. It's just the coolest stuff to work with.
Emma's not having a good day. She was crying because she got a ticket on her way home.
Uh-oh.
And Linda says, snuggle in with Buddy and Ellie, 2 dogs inside.
2 dogs.
Inside. And Bobby and Gray Baby, 2 cats outside.
Gotcha. I was pretty close. Of course, I was going to count it as close anyway, no matter how you looked at it.
Right.
Well, because at least I didn't say horses.
No, all those books that you did blue, are you doing other colors over them? Was that like a base color, or are they staying that color?
The ones that I did, that I showed last night?
Yeah.
Those are staying blue, I think.
Okay.
I may quote unquote antique them a little, but predominantly blue.
Okay.
I'm really thinking about using the dark and decrepit on some of them.
Yeah.
And then, or the dark wax. I haven't quite decided. I may come over them with some dark wax and then buff it back off the resin so the white from the resin comes through.
Right.
But we'll see.
Nikki says you need the opposite of the Portico scroll. Not sure what that means, but
I have it. Oh, this one, that big one. Yep, I probably do. The big one that I was like, I really like this one. One of these days. And as you've discovered, Nikki, by the things I've put in my cart, and you've been like, hey, there's a part 1 and a part 2 to those. And I go, okay, and keep right on moving. I kind of get what I like. And then realize much later, oh, maybe I really should have stood still long enough to think about what they were saying. It's kind of like when I go shopping at Lorna's. Why in the world should I pay attention to which ones I already have? I'm going to buy what I like. And then she's like, excuse me, you already have that one. Okay, fine. And I keep thinking I really should learn to wear gloves when I'm painting too, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I have a hard time wearing gloves when I'm crafting stuff. I just feel like I can't feel my fingers and feel like pressure and all that stuff that I need to feel.
Something. And I don't know, it's weird. There's something kind of satisfying about having your hands all covered in whatever paint and goop you were just using.
Right.
The resin, on the other hand, not so much. I'm okay with the gloves while I'm using that. And not that I'm super concerned about the toxicity of it or anything. I just don't like that I have no fingerprints when I'm done. That's kind of weird. Okay, let's see here. So I want to do one of those. I love those painted. And where did I hide? There it is. So I wanted to do those leaves, those butterfly, bird. Oops, I have another one of those and a rubber band because everybody needs a rubber band.
Nikki's like, I'm bad with that as well. Right, Michelle? I have to feel it. No, it's Laurel, Nikki, not Michelle. You know my voice by now. And hi, Scrappy Doodle. Scrappy Doodle says, what kind of molds do you use?
So far, they're all IODs and Prima redesigns. Thus far. Subject to change. any moment. Because I also discovered the food ones. Oh, I did buy a bunch of them at Hobby Lobby that day too, though. And the ones I got from Hobby Lobby were the in the food aisle. Oh, I have an important question for everybody that's a Hobby Lobby shopper. When does, you know how like once or twice a year they do that massive clearance sale at the Hobby Lobby on all the like mixed media stuff? I guess it would be mixed media stuff. Does anybody know like when that is? Because my Hobby Lobby is like an hour away, so I have to plan that. And it doesn't always work out so good when I have to wait for people to start posting, look what I found at Hobby Lobby for the clearance.
Right, but I think they go by districts as well, so it kind of travels. I don't think they all do it at the exact same time.
Well, that is not beneficial.
I know.
How am I supposed to work with that?
And sometimes you can get them to tell you there, and sometimes they act like it's some big giant secret that they're going to be selling stuff on sale.
We don't know.
Right. And whether you buy it or not, someone's going to buy it at the sale price. So
exactly. At least when they put stuff on clearance, it's really on clearance.
Yes.
Unlike some of these stores who mark it down a quarter and call it a clearance sale. I'm like, seriously?
Right. That's tough stuff. You made molds from it. Is it resin? Yes, Scrappy Doodle. Yes, they're all resin molds. And Nikki says normally in February for me, but I can ask tomorrow.
Okay.
She knows the manager, so he tells her.
Awesome. I will take that information. I'm not scared.
Your truck drives like a dream. That's awesome, Nikki. She's like, oh, Laurel, holy crap, I must be half asleep. Yeah, you must be. Can you call your manager, Nikki, and have him call my manager and let him know I will be looking for a summertime job there? And unlike the people that work there, I know where everything is in the store and what it's for. Not like, oh, I don't know. I just put stuff up. That's the answer I've been getting a lot lately everywhere. Lauren is like, Miss Fancy Pants with her new SUV.
Yeah. Give her a hard time, Lorna. She can take it. Yeah, once I discovered this texture paste would stick to these and I could skip the black resin, I was like, okay.
You mean the black gesso?
The black gesso. Yep, that's what I meant.
I know you did. I just didn't want to confuse anybody out there going, what?
What?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I don't know.
I knew what you meant.
It's about time to switch to a different brush. This one's getting awfully gunky. And I like this. It's just messy enough to be fun.
Right. Really? She said her insurance and car payment went down.
Yep.
Scrappy Doodle would like to know what kind of resin is it, please?
It's Alumilite. Alumilite res. And it's the RC. I like the one that pours tan. You can get clear, white, and black, right, Nikki? Yeah, if you're interested in it, Nikki has an online store where you can order the resin in different sizes. Um, and it's a 2-part resin. So like if you get the 32 ounce, you're getting 2 containers. You're getting an A and a B. I like the tan just because I wanted a neutral color as a base color. And I wanted to be able to see all the detail that I feel like you probably wouldn't see till you painted it if you had black. But Nikki they have molds and they have the paints and the waxes and all kinds of stuff. So maybe if we say pretty please, Nikki will put her link in there for you guys.
And Nikki, I do the same thing. I'm always helping people in the store. And then when I'm looking for something that they've moved around, when I find it, I take them to it and I say, this is what it is.
See, but that's just because you're nice.
Right. No, I mean, I take the clerks that don't know where something is and I show them where it is. So next time they know.
They're not going to remember because they don't really care.
Right. They don't really care. I know.
If they really cared, they would walk around and educate themselves.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe that's the mom in me. I don't know.
No, I don't know. Do they mindlessly put stuff up? Because when I worked at Walmart and I put stuff up, I knew what it was and then where to find it. It just
yes. But these are the same people that can't make change either. So, I mean, that's one of my biggest pet peeves is if you go someplace and they put it, oh my gosh, like they bring up your total and they just assume that you're going to pay by card. Or, you know, if your total is $10, $12.25 and you hand them a 20 and then you say, oh, wait a minute, I have a quarter and they've already put it in and the register's done the math.
Oh God. Yeah.
They can't figure out what to do with that quarter.
All right, Lorna, have a good night. Have a good sleep.
Good night, Lorna. Yeah, that one drives me absolutely batty. I'm like, how can you not figure that out? Because they really do. They just look at you like, what? And it used to be an age thing, and now it's not even an age thing.
Nope.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yep, sorry. Sorry, Nikki. I forgot she's got the store closed for inventory.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. I put all my stuff in a giant envelope and I take it to the lady and I say, well, let me know when you're done. Because I am not that girl, not messing with it. I figure I'm doing good to hang on to all the receipts. And have them kind of sorted. Between, I have they're super sorted too, you guys. You'd think I'd be more precise about it, but then I just get irritated. I've got travel, I've got food, and I have supplies. If it doesn't fit into those categories, then, oh wait, and I have rent because of the booth spaces. I have a rent one, but that's about it. And I currently have an enormous stack of them that I need to sort into their envelopes. Well, file slots or whatever. It's one of those accordion envelopes.
Right.
Things. And they're kind of at the current moment all just shoved in the back one. And thankfully, I don't usually have to look at them too close because the what it is right at the top of the receipt. Oh, and auctions. That's the other one, auctions. It's like, dang, I know there's one more that I always use.
She had to call the manager. I got a new vehicle because I watched the depreciation of my car and it was depreciating rapidly. So I would have been way over in the car if I didn't trade it in just when I did. So I was 4K to the good. That's awesome.
Yay, Lisa got resin. Yippee.
Yay.
I'm excited. You're going to love it, Lisa.
And shh, a whispers mold. I see that. You can't shh and write it because we all see.
What?
Nikki's talking to Lisa in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Patty, I love the reverse bird on the paper.
Yeah, right? The birds are pretty. I like the birds.
It would be much easier if she just said, I just like them all.
Yeah.
That's why I have them all. I just like them all.
Yeah, Lisa, I'm excited for you to get it. Did you order molds? Or do you already have molds? I got a lot of questions now, Lisa. I'm going to be super nosy face.
Did you get molds? What'd you get?
Which one did you get? Did you get ones I don't have?
Right.
Wait. We should get together and have a pouring day. I'll bring my resin. You bring yours. Bring all your molds.
That would be the way to do that, like they used to have scrapbooking parties.
Right?
Let's all get together with our molds and do resin.
Yeah. Exactly. Ordered a few and then kept going back. Exactly. Yeah, and once I poured the first time, I was going to say, you better get this right, Patty. I was in. I mean, I knew it was something I really liked. I knew that it was what I wanted to do. And I feel pretty confident that they'll be well received at market. The only thing I'm struggling with for market is I can't decide about taking them naked or painting them. And I feel like if I paint them, I just want to do like an old tarnished gold leaf kind of look, or maybe some silver ones, and maybe bronze. So like those three colors, like silver, bronze, and a gold, a tarnished gold leaf look on those. But otherwise, I'm not going to take all these super detailed paint ones to sell. But I want to use them on things.
Right. Scrappy Doodle says, I'm going to be in so much trouble. Well, in this channel, the person talking right now, painting the molds, is a very bad enabler.
I'm not an enabler. I
Uh-huh.
encourage people to try new things. But if you feel the need, I will take enabler. I'm not scared. I'll take it. I just feel like, I think that's why this is like really appealing to me, because it's not, I can use it on my furniture. I can make picture frames. I can use it on the books. You can do glass jars. You can do flower pots. It's just, I feel like these are good investment. You can do anything with them, anything.
Right.
And
Very versatile.
Yeah, I just feel like it's something I'm not going to get bored with. And I get bored pretty easily. So that's why I don't that's why I haven't had a lot of mixed media stuff, because I was like, okay, how many mixed media pieces do I need to display, and what in the world am I going to do with them 30 projects later? So I just couldn't jump in that ship. This I can embrace because I feel like I have so many ideas. If you guys saw the list of projects I want to do with these pieces and use them as embellishments, it took me like 10 minutes to put together 5 pages of things I want to do. I mean, it's just because as soon as you, and God help you if you go to Pinterest and start looking, because then your list is like 5 miles long. Just saying. I had every intention of going to bed last night, and I decided to pop on Pinterest because I wanted to look up one thing.
There's no such thing.
An hour and a half later, and a new board, a whole new board, and like, I don't know, probably 100 pins on it already. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I scolded myself, turned it off, and laid down. And then took a little bit to go to sleep because I was thinking, oh, but if I do this, I can do that. It was like, oh, good Lord. Pinterest before bed is not a good idea.
No.
It's usually when I wind up laying there for 20 minutes and I'm like, this is a waste of time. And I wind up right back up here. There. That paper full. There. I filled my paper. And that was kind of like a ta-da.
It was like, ta-da, there we go.
After I said it, I was like, well, alrighty then. What's your big ta-da? You've been doing this for 20 minutes. Whoop-de-doo.
Daddy, is the paint blue or gray like cement? It seems to have a blue tint every now and then.
It's got like a glitter in it, and it's very gray. It's like a muddy slate gray.
Nikki's like, and none include furniture. And then I watch you and now want to redo my furniture.
Exactly. See?
I say, yay.
But you don't even have to go buy new furniture. Hey, Jennifer, all you got to do is just redo the furniture you have, and it's like brand new furniture. And I think I would rather have the molds and the resin and the stuff than go buy brand new furniture. I hate to buy furniture, like new furniture. I'm trying to think, when is the last time I was in like an Ethan Allen or someplace to like go buy brand new furniture. I bet it's been at least 15 years to look around. Like, I thought maybe I would buy something. I go in now and then just to see what's trending and stuff like that. But with zero intent of buying anything. So there's, I like old furniture. The older, the better. And it's made well. I mean, if you come across a dresser that's 100 years old and those dovetails are still holding tight and the body of the dresser is still solid, why would I go buy something that's factory made and just glued together? That's not going to last me 100 years. I mean, not that I need it for 100 years, but I mean, that stuff, you're lucky if it holds up for, 15, 20 years.
Oh, no. Okay. Why is my thing not moving? She's just saying again, oh, no, I'm going to be in so much trouble.
Take your time. Just take your time. See, and I jumped into this resin thing pretty quick. I started right off the bat with the gallon jugs, but it's not just for myself. I bought it for resale. Because I set up at the markets and stuff, and I can sell it to, you know, people who want to do their own furniture but don't want to do resin pour or aren't aware of resin pour or whatever. So I mean, I have that avenue open for me. So, and I knew that I wanted to do that. So it just made sense to do the gallon jugs, which is actually 2 gallons of liquid when you mix them. Yeah, said no crafter ever. What if something happens to you? What am I supposed? Yeah, my husband asks me that on occasion too, Lisa. And I just tell him, you know, I have no expectations of any of the children wanting things. I think a couple of them would want a few things because they may use it, but none of them want it because they love crafting. Um, Depending on how many years it is before he has to deal with that, there may be a couple of grandchildren, depending on how old they are. Like if they're littler, or younger, I guess I should say, I can see them wanting, like, you know, the paints and stuff. But the bulk of it, nobody wants it. I'm like, you just get on my YouTube and you just give it all away.
Nikki says that she has a will and a section of who to contact to come get my crafty goods.
Nice. That's a great idea. That's a really good idea. I told him just get on YouTube. You know, my square will still be set up. I've showed him how to do invoices. A couple of the girls know how to do the invoicing, because they've done markets with me, so they're familiar with the square, so they could figure it out. And there's, you know, they're techie. They would figure it out. I said, just give it away. Have people just pay for shipping and give it away. He's like, really? I said, yeah. I said, what else are you going to do? Sell it, donate it to the Goodwill or something? I'm like, no, just give it away. Get a hold of Laurel,
Right?
or Maggie. They'll go on with you.
Are you live or chatting?
I'm live. And they will help you. He's like, okay, because I don't know anything. I said, yes, I know, but that'll be part of the charm of it for people.
Right.
Just auction it off. Yep. There's that too. I don't know. I think it would just be fun. Just turn on the YouTube, give it away. And then he looks at me and he says, oh God, what are you going to do with all my tools? If I said, well, I said, I probably won't give those away. And I'm relatively certain the boys will want most of your garage tools. So that, I have no fear, will be taken care of. But you should have seen the look of panic in his eyes when he thought I was just going to give all of his tools away. It was kind of comical.
Patty, just imagining your hubby trying to name stuff. Yeah, exactly.
It would be quite the comedy show for you guys, because he'd be like this. I don't know what this is, but here, who wants it? And he's that guy. He's so funny. All these years later, he still makes me laugh all the time. And in all the ways that matter, I'm pretty spoiled. So
how much stuff actually costs, he may think twice about giving it away.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I won't be here. I don't care. I'm like, whatever works. Do your thing. I just can't see him wanting to be bothered enough to like actually like do like a garage sale or something. So I don't know. It might wind up at an auction house. Who knows? I'm like, you're grown. I'm not going to tell you. You figure it out. Do whatever you want with it.
Sorry, I just about choked to death on my tea. Holy,
I heard that.
I couldn't get to the mute button fast enough.
I was just waiting to make sure you were actually going to be still able to speak over there. So I thought, well, if I keep talking, at least we won't be just sitting here wondering if she's actually literally choking to death.
Right.
Decided that fluid didn't belong in your lungs after all.
Exactly. It's like, oh my goodness.
No drowning while live, Laurel.
I'll try not to.
Jeepers.
It's I for some reason lately I can't seem to swallow anything without choking. No matter what I'm eating or drinking, I'm choking on it all the time. I don't understand what's going on.
Because you're swallowing air. Breathe before you swallow.
Right?
Not during. And people who do a lot of swallowing air when they're swallowing beverages or their food are the ones that are belching all the time. Usually. Ask Chatty Cathy how she knows that.
Right. Good morning, Lana. How are you?
Hey, Lana. Oh, for Pete's sakes. The no computer app.
Nikki's daughter has already claimed her items.
Nice. At least you got somebody who wants them.
Well, the items she has so far, I'm sure there'll be more.
Right? Yeah, they don't. That's like if I say scan and cut, they have no idea. They have no idea. Their eyes just kind of glaze over. And if I start talking junk journals, they're like, uh-huh. They don't care. Got a couple that are interested in old books. A few of them will come up and randomly look at the old books. And they'll be like, are these yours or are you selling these? And I'm like, they're mine. Occasionally I find I want this book someday written inside on a sticky note. Wait, yeah, yeah, me too. I don't drink soda. Like, on the rare occasion that you get like a meal combo thing somewhere, I don't do a lot of fast food either. But occasionally when I'm traveling, I'll stop at like Chick-fil-A or Arby's and get the least disastrous option. But I'll take like 2 sips out of it and I'm done. The rest of it'll wind up getting chucked.
Yeah.
I don't drink soda.
I don't drink soda or pop. I don't drink pop either.
See, I don't know. I used to call it pop, and then Jim's from LA, so they call it soda.
Yeah,
So,
I know Dustin gives me crap all the time. I'm like, Dustin, here it's pop.
Yeah, we called it. I grew up calling it pop. Well, I grew up near where you're at too, so
right.
Yeah, there's that. But I'm like, whatever. But I just don't drink it for several reasons. Now it's just so insanely sweet that I just can't stand it. And it really does make me belchy. All the carbonation in it is just, ugh. Too much. One more, and then the first one should be dry. We can get to the fun stuff. Do some colors. Wow, Laurel.
That was my hand on my dot painting.
I think she's being too defensive. I don't think that's what that
Oh
was.
my gosh, it was. And I don't know why this mic picks up stuff so loud.
Oh my goodness. Did you hear how defensive she
I
got?
wasn't even thinking about it. And then you opened your mouth and I'm like, oh my God, I know where she's going with this.
And that's why she's fun. She makes it so easy, you guys. So easy. I'm a little bit ornery with her sometimes.
Sweet tea. Yes, I love sweet tea, but I usually mix it because it's a little too sweet. So I like half sweet tea, half regular tea, and it's like perfect.
You know,
poot poot. Yeah, not over here, Nikki.
Go ahead.
I'm working on one of those diamond paintings, Lana. I don't want to watch people do them, but I definitely want to try one. And believe it or not, is probably the best thing for me to shut off my brain. My brain literally just completely shuts off when I'm doing this, and which I need every once in a while, a lot.
Right? That unplugging thing.
Yep. Oh, I do too, Lisa. In the summertime, I like to make my own iced tea.
See, I was going to say sweet tea is like not universally the same, I've discovered.
No, it is not.
In Oklahoma, it is so find something to do, Lana, that you have to totally focus on.
Yes, this Lana would work really well. I mean, I don't realize it till I'm sitting doing it, and then I stop for a second. I'm like, I'm not thinking about nothing. It just completely shuts off my brain. And my brain goes, nonstop, just blah, 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 nonsense.
Yeah, too syrupy, exactly. And that's because they put so much sugar in it. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous how much sugar they put in it. It's normal to them. I feel like it's a concentrate that needs to be diluted, but what do I know? I need to mute just one sec.
All right. Lana, I know you do a lot of painting and stuff. Have you ever tried doing a painting or anything, either with the calligraphy pen and doing the dots, or doing the line paintings where you do like half inch hitch, what are they called? Not hitch marks. Is that what they're called? Tick marks. Like half inch tick marks.
Yeah,
those kind of things shut off my brain a lot too. Like the dot pictures, because you're so concentrated that you're not thinking about anything but making those dots.
Yes, hash marks. Yep.
Yeah.
Grid painting. Yep. Yep. Do you have it on the table in front of you?
Yeah, I do.
Well, let's go peek at it.
Oh, okay. I might have to come in a little bit. So and trust me, it doesn't seem like much, but it takes a long time, believe it or not. You think you're really getting somewhere, but you're not. Like, this is probably 500 or more right there. So it's going to be a beautiful unicorn, but you can see how, let's see if you can see how glittery it is. Maybe not.
What's that cigar box full of stuff next to you?
It's all the little different colors. I have them in order so that when I need a number, it's exactly where I need it.
Nice.
So I just lined them all up.
All of those are going on. How big is that piece of paper, for Pete's sake?
It's this big by this big.
Well, that's pretty specific. Thanks for clearing that.
It is 30 centimeters by 20 centimeters.
Okay, so who knows?
Just this bag has 1,125 in it. That's 1,125 little squares in that bag.
Oh my gosh, who knows the conversion of centimeters to inches?
Oh, it's hold on, I'll tell you in a second. It's about 8 inches by, I think, here, I'll measure it for you. Yep, 8 inches by 12 inches.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Yeah, that's a Laurel project. See, I used to do cross stitch and stuff like that, and this a long time ago, this would have been right up my alley. Today, no, thank you.
Of course, it's a purple unicorn, Nikki. What would you expect? Yes, you should definitely order one and try it, Lana. If you order from, you can get them off Amazon, but I go right to the company, which is Paint with Diamonds. But if you order it on Amazon, I don't know if you have Amazon there, but yeah, you can go to paintwithdiamonds.com and there's, oh my God, a gazillion of them.
Yeah, the Amazon UK.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you go to Amazon, you'll probably get it quicker, but they're on Amazon too. Just look for Paint with Diamonds on Amazon. Oh, this will be finished, Lisa. Trust me, soon. So my sister has one the same size, Shell, and she had a little bit done. And so this morning she gets up and she's like, I'm finishing mine today. And I said, good luck with that. She's now about here. Good luck with that. You're welcome.
So is the adhesive already on the, is that why you only have a little part pulled back?
Yes. And I can tell you the adhesive on here, I know a lot of people have been talking about sealing them because they don't want it to
Collect
come
dust
off. But I can tell you, whatever this adhesive is, I have it on something else, on some little rhinestones. And I tried acetone, undo, everything to melt this, and it will not. I don't know what this adhesive is, but you don't ever have to worry about these falling off, ladies. They are not going anywhere.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's it. That's what I'm sitting here doing while I'm watching chat.
Yeah, see, that's just like entirely too tedious for me these days.
Yeah.
I can't. That's one of those, it would be an unfinished project for sure.
But it's so fun. You just tap the little square and you pop the little square. It's like tap, pop, tap, pop. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, okay.
It's fun.
Okay.
Let me see if I can bring it in so I can actually show them the picture. Hold on a second. I'll bring it.
I'm going to entirely take your word for it.
And then we'll switch back to you. I'll just bring it in so they can see the sparkle.
I'm doing nothing super exciting.
The shine on this, ladies, how sparkly it is just insane. It's just beautiful. So let's see how far I can get myself in here so you guys can see. Now I got to wait for my YouTube to catch up. There we go. Let's try one more, and then I'll try and get it under the light for you.
Yeah, I'm right here with you. I know Scrappy's first name. I know we've asked her. I cannot remember.
Can you guys see it? I'm waiting for, there you go.
Hey, Amelia.
You'll see how sparkly it is. It's going to be beautiful when it's done. And if you get one, Lana, check the mark that says square. The squares sit so much nicer together than the circles. The squares are, I think the squares are better because they do make little circles, but these are the squares. But
yeah, Martha just said the real diamond dots are round, not square.
No, they're square and round. These are real diamond dots, but you can get it in square or round. But that's the picture if you guys can see it.
Nice. Oh, and look at the color key right on the thing.
Yeah, I put these on here just so I would know.
Oh,
color I'm using.
Good idea. You're so smart. So smart. Yeah, I'm craft impatient too, but I'm pretty sure I've already owned that enough times that most of you know it.
Right.
I'm an instant gratification kind of girl. I really am. Yeah, I'm excited to see it finish, but it's not gonna be me.
Right.
Nope, 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 nope.
Yes,
see,
it's gonna look
like
beautiful.
jelly printing. Yeah, see, it's one of those things. It's like jelly printing. I could sit and watch people jelly print literally all day. I think it's fascinating and it intrigues me, but I have absolutely no desire to do it.
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to watch somebody do it, and I kept saying I don't want to do that, but you know me, I'm the tedious. I will sit and put these all over a project. So,
Oh, you mean like 3 hours fussy cutting one fern?
right. So this actually appeals to me. Me doing it appeals to me. Me watching someone, not so much, but me, because I want to get to the end and see, you know, so. And it shuts off my brain and I enjoy that part of it. So I like it.
And see, that's like quilting. I love the cutting. I like cutting the fabric pieces. I like piecing. Once I get it pieced, I'm over it because there's no surprise left. I know what it's going to look like. I'm done. Somebody
Right.
else. Seriously, that's me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. I was happy to finish my project so I could start working on it again. Because we were all working on them the other night. Christmas Eve, we were all playing on them. I don't know. I just think it's so easy. It's just pop, 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 pop. That's all you're doing.
Isn't it funny how different we all are, though?
Yep. And I'm anal. I like my squares straight. So I will sit here and straighten them all out if I don't think they're straight enough because, you know, I'm just a little anal.
Otherwise known as a perfectionist.
Right. And I mean, these little trays are great because you just shake it a little and it flips them all over in the little grooves. So it's just perfect. And they do make a light for anybody that does these that actually this sits up on so you can see through it better and see your numbers and stuff better. Yeah, they've thought of everything.
Nice. It was probably the test group.
Right? Shell already ordered another one, so she's got 3 now. She's like, I think I should probably finish one before I order any more.
Well, perhaps.
And Cam's got 2 going at one time. She cranks on this thing. Now I don't know how, but she like flies through this thing. She's so far on one of hers already. I hate waiting for paint to dry. Oh, that's Patty.
Yep. Yeah, because while I'm over here putting dark wax on one of the covers because I have to wait for that other stuff to dry and I can't just sit here.
Yay, Lorna. And her name was Shelly, and Shelly says, dump them boogers on the floor and that would be it for me. Oh, you don't know.
Oh,
Shelly, I have dumped my seed beads all over the floor and I will get down and pick up every single one.
Yeah, no, that's what the vacuum is for.
Oh,
not happening.
Ooh, did a white tiger? Oh, I bet it was beautiful. When I'm working with this kind of stuff, I'm usually pretty careful. I'm a huge klutz, but when I'm crafting and working with this kind of stuff, I'm usually, you know, I usually pay attention a lot more so that doesn't happen.
Listen to her.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen. You can put it back on you now, Patty. Like I said, I don't find this enjoyable to watch. I'm sure they don't want to watch me poke little squares onto a piece of paper. Because I'm not going to be accomplishing anything anytime soon where you're going to notice it.
Not going to be a big, huge leap of change there.
No. Yep, that's what I'm saying. See, I just finished a row. Woo! Half a row.
I don't know. I feel like that might be somewhat exciting.
Shelly says the same thing. Me too. That's when the vacuum comes out and I'm done.
Yep. See you, bye. Yep. Yeah, I am not that great. And I don't even pretend. There's just not even any pretend in me.
Well, I put it away. I'm not done with it yet.
Oh, shoot. That was fun.
Okay.
I just hit the end of the paintbrush and it just, you know how like if you wanted to like fling it across the room at somebody when it's on the table and you like hit the edge of it, so it'll.
Yeah.
I just did that.
See, now I can actually take, this one comes with this little piece right here. And I can put the sticky stuff on here. And all these that are all in a row, I can pick them all up at one time and do a whole row. Boop. Like that.
Does it go boop every time?
I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I'm afraid to try it. I like the single thing, so I'm afraid to try it.
I like the little boop. And it goes boop.
That's why Cam's so far, because she actually does it. So I'm going to try the one that does 3 and see what happens. And this stuff goes a long, long, long way. I can tell you that. So you just line them up. I like to push them together to make sure they're nice and straight. And I'm going to get 3 of them on here. Or 4. Pick them up. All 4. And then put 4 of them down. And pray for the best. And it worked. Look at that.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Laurel's discovered something new.
There we go.
We're going to be cranking along on this project now.
And anybody who's new to Laurel, she always talks about herself in the third person.
Yep.
It's just a thing.
Okay, I like that. That is very helpful.
Created a monster.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so I can do 4 more. Find 4 together here. Oh, look at that. Oh, so cool.
Nice.
Now I need to get out the one that does 10.
Oh my.
I'll really be cranking along.
You'll be done tomorrow.
But see, the fun of it to me is to do the one at a time. I don't know why.
Yeah, me too, Linda. A 4x4. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have the patience for this. Never would it happen. All right, I'm going to switch back over just because
please, by all means.
So these are what these looked like last night. Remember, I did the color, the painted with the, but then this was a light one, and I just did the dark wax on it. So similar to this one. Do we like it better light blue or with the dark? I like the dark wax, this one, versus, I feel like I like the dark wax. What do you guys think?
Yes, I like the dark one.
Yeah.
Way better.
Okay. See what they say. The dark. Yeah, if she gets out the 10, the one with 10, she'll be up most of the night doing it. And I'll hear from her at noon tomorrow. Woohoo, just finished.
Why are you out? 11, 10, 11.
It'll be fun to see. And I always feel like there's this great reveal when you wipe it off the medallion pieces.
Right? Yep, everybody likes the dark.
Oh my gosh, when I first started doing this, you guys, I'd be so scared. I'd be like, ah, what if I ruin it? But the trick is to get that clear wax down first. Then it'll release off of some stuff. Don't have quite the same color commitment that way.
Oh yeah, that looks really cool.
Nice. Yep. Glad I listened. I like it way better.
Yeah, that dark's really cool.
It's amazing to me how different things will look. And I learned the hard way not to do like multiple pieces at once and then come back and start wiping, because the one you did first is going to be way darker. The longer you leave it sit,
Yeah.
or the more coats you put on it. And I know when I first start wiping it off, I'm way more heavy-handed than by the time I get to the end. There we go. Yeah, that one's pretty.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
That's interesting. So the title was debossed. This circle and this circle,
Yeah.
they're part of the title.
Cool.
Yeah, that's weird how it turned out like that, right? Because they did not show up that much before I put that dark ink on, or the dark wax on there.
Nikki would like to know, what is the brand name of the dark wax?
That's the DIY. And it is so, do you see how creamy it is? It is just so, so creamy.
And Martha would like to know, does the wax dry after rubbed off?
Yes. And I'll come back once this is dry. And like, it always, wax when it's wet has like a coolness to it, or like a wet, like a damp cool. So do one in red. Do red what, Lisa? Red. I don't have red wax. Let me think. Let me think on that. But you can buff it once it's dry. You can come back and buff it, and it'll bring it up to a sheen if you want it to. I don't know how shiny I want these to be though, with them being dark. I'll probably buff some of them up to a sheen. You mean make a red wax, Lisa? Is that what you're thinking? Let me see what I have that's red. I have a clear wax, but I'm out of the DIY clear wax. This is super, super soft. And it is clear wax, but it's like, it has like a shortening on a summer day consistency. So I don't know if I want to put paint in this, and I don't know if I have any red wax. I don't think I got reds. Let me see. How about, I have Paris Rose powder. I could mix that into the wax. But it's like a soft blush kind of color. I have that. I have Perfect Pearls. I wonder how that would mix in. I have like a copper, it's called cinnamon, something. Nope, Coppercino. So sorry. Gosh, these are hard to read. They're like black, and it reflects on the plastic. Coppercino is that one. Waiting for your vote there, Lisa. Let Let's see. What else do I have? I do not have red. That's one color I'm probably never going to have much of is red. Oh, black wax over red. Let me grab. I do have a little, I think. Let me see. Let me see if I have red acrylic. If I do, then I'll just paint something real quick in red and we'll let it dry and then I'll black wax it. Hang on one sec. Let me see if I have red up here. This is probably the only red paint I have. Oh, hope it. There we go. Ooh.
Ooh.
No security lid on that. I almost spilled it on the cover.
Don't do that.
Let's see. Oh, let's do the sample one. No, I already painted it blue. Hang on. Let me find something to paint red. I have a million book covers. Let me find one.
And Shelley would like to know, how do you attach the pieces to the book?
I use E6000 so far. Let me move these covers out of the way. So I'm going to be super unhappy if I splatter red paint on them. Paintbrush. That one up there. We'll go with this one. Oh boy, you talk about lipstick red. Whew.
I'll say.
It's kind of cool though.
Yay, Lana's like, I just ordered one and it'll be here today.
Nice.
That rocks.
Nice.
That's awesome, Lana. I wish it works like that here.
Yeah. Try living in the middle of nowhere, Indiana. 2-day delivery is 3 days, actually. I don't complain, though, because it could be so much worse.
Right.
Chewy.com, however, is totally on it. When I order the dog food for the dogs, it is here the next day. So I've decided they must have a distribution center in Indianapolis.
Right.
Although that being said, so does Amazon. So, you know, they could, anyway, not going to complain. Just saying. Oh my gosh, this red. I'm going to have it everywhere. I wonder if I should do 2 coats of this. What do we think?
Of the red?
Yeah.
It's so hard with red. You won't really know, I don't think, until it dries.
What do you guys think? 1 coat or 2? Before it dries, and then we'll vote again if we see much change. And I think I get that from working with the furniture. I want all my grain lines brush strokes. Brush strokes become my grain line. And I want
another thing I know about.
Yeah, I want them all going the same way.
Yep.
Unless I want a super, super textured look, then I have no problem cross-hatching. Then I'm okay with it.
Lisa says 1, Shelley says 1, Nikki says 1.
Okay. Yeah, we have to wait for it to dry because I don't have the heat gun up here.
She says you have a neutral book color, so it should be fine.
Okay.
Now we have to wait for it to dry. Start blowing on it, Patty.
Oh my gosh, I don't have that much air. Jeez Louise.
And Lana says she loves using that paint.
Oh, the dilutions paint? Good. Yeah, I'll just fan it. It'll go fast-ish. And I'll breathe on it.
Let's all count and watch how fast Patty moves on.
Oh my goodness. Just come up with something fun in the chat to talk about and it'll go by real fast. These dilutions were gifted to me. So this is actually the first time I've used it, which is why I was super surprised that there wasn't a protective cover in there. But yeah, they were gifted to me.
Now, what's the difference in that as opposed to acrylic paint?
I think it's really pigmented, like how because it is starting to dry in there and it's staying red.
Okay.
It's not getting like a faded red or a pinkish tint to it.
Right.
It's staying pretty red. I think the difference between it and like lower end acrylic is, because these are acrylics, I think, is blendable acrylic paint. I think it's that it's so highly pigmented, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with. Get a hairdryer. Yeah, right. That's downstairs too. It's going pretty fast. Like it's dry up here already. I didn't put a real thick coat on there. I tried to keep it thin, but just thick enough to get, good coverage.
You can get a low cover from it. Oh, and a high one. Thank you, Lana.
A what?
She's like, using dilutions, you can get, I'm guessing depending on how much you use, you can get a very light cover or a very high cover.
Meaning opacity? Is that what you mean? I'm
not sure.
See, an opacity and opaque, those are words I have to just use. If I think about it, I'm like, wait, which one is which? I have to just use them. It's one of those I have to just talk like I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Martha's favorite pastime, watching paint dry. Martha, we need to talk. Yeah, I do like this color as far as red goes, it is a pretty color. I think I like this paint too. I have a yellow, like bright canary yellow, and like a royal blue, I believe. So since they're blendable and mixable, I should be able to make pretty much any color I want, since they're the 3 primaries, yeah? If you paint yellow or blue under silver, tan under red, or green, yeah, more, oh, yeah, I see what you mean. That makes sense. See, those are the things that I forget. Post box red. It is post box red. Yes, ma'am. Not that she knows her dilutions or anything.
Right.
It is. It's a cool red. I like it.
Jennifer's like, loving the red.
I'm so not surprised. Be right back. Meeting 1 second. Okay. She's in there video chatting, and I was like, you might want to remember your voice carries. Unless you meant to have a public conversation.
Right.
And I'm thinking, I don't even want to know. I'm pretty sure they don't want to know. Oh, look, it is almost dry. And it's I like it. Oh, it looks so much wetter on up here than it really is, but it's a cool
Yeah,
color.
it does. It looks like it's super wet.
It's really not, though. It's more dry than wet, which is really interesting. It's so funny to me how it picks up.
Shelley says that will be awesome.
Yeah, it will, right?
Lisa said it should turn out like a barn red when she puts the black wax on it.
I think so, too. I thought maybe that's where you were going. Trying to get down there in the crevice. Okay, so we're gonna let this finish drying. I'm gonna do something. I don't know what. We're gonna let that dry. And it's bright enough. I can't really forget that it's sitting there.
Right.
So let's start putting a few base coats on this, and then that should be dry. Let's do, I love, love, love that cranberry color. And this goofy orange sparks that I really wasn't sure about. It's called Ginger Magic. That's the prettiest, like, I don't know, like old gold or coppery gold kind of look. And these ones that had the mix, the two colors, the violet gold, the blue gold, and the green gold. I really like them too.
He's like, I dozed.
Don't blame you. I do it all the time. If I'm snuggled in and people are on live, I'll doze off 15, 20 minutes and wake up. I'm really happy if I wake up and they're still on. But it's not unusual for them to have gone off. And you wake up and you feel like everybody left the room and you're left
right
sleeping in a chair and everybody knows it. And this stuff, you guys will see my impatience. I don't wait for these to dry. I just keep going. And I don't care if I get this on the cover because I'm going to dark wax it anyway. So I'm not even worried about being neat. Because it's just going to add to the shadowing and the grubbiness. Wonder if I should put some on the cover and even make intentional shadows.
That would be cool.
It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, right? So I think Philip and Lillian are staying for a couple of days.
Yay.
So yeah, so when I come on, we may have extra help next week. On occasion, we may have some extra voices. And I'll have to preempt it with, I am not assuming responsibility for any topics that come up.
Right.
Those two, they're hilarious. And it's never like something that would be embarrassingly inappropriate. It's just always, I didn't really plan on discussing that, but okay.
Aaron2360 says, coming out of lurking to say I love the Delusions paints, but make my own protective seals from foiled plastic peanut butter lid liners because it gets everywhere without it. Your molds are fantastic.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It took me a minute to understand what you meant with the peanut butter seals, but I get it. I get it. You meant it as the protective to go on here before you screw the lid on. I get it. That's kind of a genius idea. Yes, it was the watching the paint dry that put her to sleep. I agree, Lisa. Completely. Completely. I always said I didn't want to be that person, but kind of growing into it. Okay with it. Now we just have to see if I can get brave enough to come on all by myself someday.
Right. See, she's got blabbermouth over here, so.
I was like, hey, you still up? And she's like, yes. I was like, well, when I'm in Texas and I'm out picking and I find things, then you guys know I can come on. Look at that. See how that is? Can you guys see the two colors?
Yes.
This is the violet and the gold mixed
That
together.
is awesome.
It is just, and I figured out the less you backtrack over it and pouncing, Nikki will probably have crazy tips for it, but pouncing and like going one time seems to keep them separated. It is just so cool to be able to put two colors on at one time. It's just, I love it. Depending on how awake she is or isn't. And I think this, as I'm doing this, it's like, I like that I can get the look I want and not have to be like super perfectionist mode about
Right.
it. I can just do it. And you can keep adding and adding until you get there. It's like you'd think there'd be more, like, I don't know, I don't want to say stress or pressure, but something along that line. And it's actually more freedom, I think. Because, like, typically you wouldn't want to paint this on here because you wouldn't want to get the paint on the cover. But since I'm dark waxing it, it's not gonna.
Nikki says, love it. And she says, yes. And if you spray a little water, give jar a good shake.
Yep. That I do. Because if you notice, I'm that person that dips in the cap. So eventually I guess I'm gonna wind up contaminating it because I shake it, but oh well. 'Tis what it is.
'Tis what it is.
But again, I know that I would take better care of them if I had paid full price for this stuff. But I mean, I got such great deals on it that I'm like, okay. Where's that one that I did that clock of? This one. I kind of want a little bit of this look. I'm trying to remember what I used. I think I layered those up. I think the red's almost dry, so when we finish this. Oh, it is. Oh my gosh, look, it did. It kept the brush strokes, Lisa. So where it's, now I get it, the high-low. I get it now. It dries like that with a matte and a shiny. Why does it do that? Oh my goodness. Why does it do that? That's cool. But I need to know the why or the how. And I'll look up and read the chat in a minute. I'll give you guys time to type in.
Yeah, I was looking. I don't see nobody's typing yet. So.
And this paint, you guys, I know that I said they're tiny little jars, but I feel like I'm going to have these forever. It just goes so far. Okay, so now I'm going to do the blue, and then I'm going to put the antiquing stuff over it. And then probably a couple more layers, like light layers. Oops, I had to shake that one. Yes, Laurel was diamond painting. Yes, ma'am, she was. Mm-hmm. Should we even ask her, or should we just assume, you guys?
What?
Nothing. Nothing, Laurel.
Nikki says, with those paints, a little goes a long way.
Yeah, it does. Didn't take me long to catch on to that. See, this is the part I like, the fussy little. Okay. Okay. So let me push that in there and. Okay, so there's that. Wash this. And I know I probably should wait for these to dry totally, but they have an interesting tackiness to them. So like it grabs the antiquing in a different way, I'm finding, that I like. But then I can, if I rub too much of it off, I can come back in and just retouch in certain places, or I can use like the Inca Gold. Inca Gold is what I couldn't think of last night, by the way, you guys. And I finally saw that Paula typed it in the chat, and then I just never said it out loud. But Inca Gold is the one. I like what it does, but I hate that it's not movable at all, and that bugs me. And it dries out like so fast. And it's like, what, $8 or $9 a thing? And you use it twice and you go back for it and it's all dried out. That's just super frustrating to me.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
No. Okay, so with a baby wipe. Trying to use the right part. I kind of feel like I don't want red on it. There. So I'm going to come back with just a little bit more of the blue gold, I think. It's a little bit flashed out, but it's pretty close.
That looks really cool.
So come back with a little bit of the blue gold. And maybe the violet gold, because that's what I have under. That'll be pretty to finish off with that, I think. Okay, so I took too much off of the lid. And it's so weird. I thought I was being like super fussy last night. And then I realized I really like the, I don't know, it just totally changes the sheen of it so easily or so quickly. That noise right there, it makes me feel like a 5-year-old boy all over again.
The noise I'm making?
Yep.
It's actually my hand. When I push, it's sliding down this plastic pen.
I believe you. It just makes me giggle.
Right?
It makes me want to giggle every
I'm trying not to do it, but my hand just keeps sliding right down the pen.
It's fine. Like I said, I'm the one that's got the 5-year-old boy issues. I just want to giggle every time. It's just me. Okay, so there's that. Where did the violet one go? And surely I didn't put it away. I did. Hey, Rosemary. What are you up to over there? Oh, darn it.
I do too, Lana. I love the opal magic.
Yeah, I had to have a little tutelage on them before I ordered them because I'm like, I don't understand. Explain them to me. And I'm glad I listened and got them. They're fun. For sure. Oops, too much. Too much. There, all better. Now I'll go right back and put too much on it again. That made sense. Whatever. It's there now. Whatever. Obviously, it's meant to be. Twice my brush went too hard right there and it just went glop. And I went, okay, whatever. Okay. And now that I've put it away, I can't. There we go. Okay. Now I want to do I love this stuff. It is the coolest color when it dries. And it looks so orange. I think this might be my favorite of all the ones I bought.
The orange one?
Yeah, because it just doesn't dry orange. It's got like such an old, rusty gold look to it when it's dry. There we go.
Sorry, kids. Meds are finally kicking in, so gotta head to bed before I face down on my keyboard. Good night, Shelly.
Good night, Shelly.
Jennifer Jane's like, orange!
Orange, yep. It is so pretty. Wait till it's dry, Jennifer. It is so pretty. And then when this one's dry, I'm going to dark wax the whole cover. And I haven't put clear wax on this one. And I think I'm just going to go dark wax right over top without the clear wax barrier. Is what I'm planning anyway. We'll see. So now I think I want to do my fingers so I can just catch the edge of the wings. we go. I'll talk again in a minute. I'm super focused. Sorry, guys. I'm like, oh my gosh, talk. Say something.
Yeah, we all get that way sometimes. It's normal. You get really concentrated. It's like you're almost like you're holding your breath. Like
Almost, yeah. Yeah, I think this one's good. We're going to let this dry. You see the shimmer of that orange? It's just, and that stuff is called shimmers, and it lives up to it for sure. And it'll still do that after I wipe, when I dark wax it and then pull that off. It comes through every time. And I love that it's the randomness of it. Rosemary used to paint furniture, so she'll get it. It's like milk paint. You never quite know what's going to happen with milk paint. And that's why milk paint, I can't milk paint furniture. It's too iffy for me. Way too iffy. I'm not that girl that can tolerate that. Spend 3 hours painting a piece and getting it on there just the way you want it, and then leave it sit overnight and come back in the morning and all the paint is laying on the floor. Like literally laying on the floor. Yeah, milk paint because it'll chip on its own. So yeah, I'm not that girl.
Yeah, me neither.
But part of the point of having or using milk paint is because you get that super aged, chippy look. And it's what they used to use years and years and years ago. But I just feel so disheartened every time. And it defeats the purpose to put the bonder in there, because you can put a bonder in it. And that'll help it not do that. But then it's like, okay. And I've never found the happy medium of like too much, not enough, just enough. No, milk paint and it's just not for me, because I don't feel like I have enough control over the outcome. So I get super frustrated with it really fast. So dark wax over the red, Miss Lisa. Now I see why you said the barnwood, because it's got the high-low, right? Is that what you guys meant by the high-low? Is it's got the matte and the gloss? And I'm actually trying to be really good and eyeball the chat for an answer. I like how fast it dried.
So now you're going over it with the black, right?
The dark wax, yep.
All right.
And it's not like true black, but it's not brown either, which is why I think they just went with dark wax. If I had to guess. Okay. Oh, look at that. Well done, Lisa. Thank you. That's pretty cool. Okay, so can you guys see the difference there? Now maybe.
Oh, definitely.
So this is unwaxed, this is waxed. Nice.
Now, if you let it sit longer, will it go in even deeper?
Sometimes, yeah. Usually unless I know that I want it super, super dark, I would rather do 2 coats, because again, it's like that milk paint, not enough control over it.
Right.
So it just seems like if I try to go with the let it saturate and soak in and then wipe it off, it always goes just darker than I want. It seems like. This side I am going to let it sit on here a little bit longer and see where we end up. Since this is a practice board anyway, because I can still come back and put another layer on the other side. We'll see. We'll see if it does that on the acrylic paint. Because clay paint's a porous absorbent. So that's why. I don't know the answer. I shouldn't have said yes. I should have said typically or based on your paint. Oh, it's drying. Nope, we're buffing. It's drying on there.
Wow.
We're buffing. This side is darker though.
Now I know why you do 2 coats, because that was drying pretty quick.
Yeah. But I don't know. I probably am a little bit more reactionary than necessary. But I've had some pieces I've invested quite a bit of time in go bad really quickly because I was a bonehead. This one's just practice, so I think I'm going to put it back on here and let it dry and see what happens. It's just a practice one. Who cares? I have to talk myself into that. Can you tell?
Right?
It's
You
okay.
say it out loud, it makes it so.
Yes, it's the practice one. All right. There's that. We'll leave that sit for a few minutes. Oh, since we have it out, let's see if this is dry. Nope, not yet. That's still too tacky. That one I may have to let dry till tomorrow. But it's so pretty. I'm so happy with that. Since we have the dark wax and this is going to dry, I can go ahead and dark wax some of these. And then they can dry overnight and I can buff them up in the morning. Hey, Paula, what are you doing up?
Hi, Paula.
Ooh, she heard you talking. She knew who was here. A couple of coats of the black, yeah. I hope that's what you meant, Lisa. Yeah, I'm gonna let that one kind of sit there for a little while. We'll see. I like what it does though. That's interesting. So does that Dilutions paint always do that with a high-low like that? I think that's pretty cool. In case you hadn't noticed by my voice, I think that's
Right.
cool. I was like, dang.
Hi, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Ouch. That was my knee.
Well, don't be doing that. So yeah, in case you guys haven't figured out, I'm pretty easy to entertain. Just give me something new and fun to do. And off I go. Oh my goodness, this rag has had a hard life. Ooh. Well, they start out in the shop with the hubs because he does all the detailing and stuff.
Right.
Ours. So then after he doesn't want to use them for detailing anymore, then I get them. And when I'm done with them, they go to the trash. I don't wash them. because I don't want all this goopus in my washer. I have myself convinced that the next time I put a load of whites in, all this dark wax will be on my white clothes, and I will be most unhappy. See, I'm wiping too much of it away, trying to get down here in these crevices.
Come on. Thank you. I had you on tablet, but not able to figure out how to chat on that.
Oh, that's like me. Oh my gosh. So like, I get it. Oh, Paula, that was Paula. When I'm on the iPad, I can't watch anybody live on Facebook and chat, but on YouTube I can. It's so frustrating. I cannot figure out how to chat during a live on the iPad. It makes
Really?
Yep.
Have a good night, Martha.
Good night, Martha. Thank you. That was weird. Martha, not
Martha. Good night, Martha.
Yeah, I got hung up between Martha and Marsha. Oy vey. There, that's better. I'm happier with that. There we go. That one's cool. That one turned out pretty grubby.
Yeah, that's much better. I like it much better darker.
Yep, I like them better darker than lighter. Good vote, you guys. Good vote. Okay. Let's see. Do we think that? Let's try the red one. I'm antsy. I want to try the red one. I gotta know. I gotta know what it did or didn't do. Oh, way better. Oh, Lisa, look what you started. This will be a thing now. You watch. I like it. Nice. Yippee! Look, you guys.
Yippee!
Yeah. There it is. Does that catch? I'm trying to get the glare off.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
That's fun. I like that. Oh my goodness. And it truly did because of the high-low and the brush strokes. That is so cool. So simple and so cool. So I feel like there's going to be more projects for all those farmhouse girls. They would love that. So dumb question of the day. Does Dilutions paint come in white? That's the next thing I need to know.
Oh my gosh. I
Like
want to
said,
say yes, but I'm not sure now.
Yeah, see, these were gifted to me. I didn't buy them, so I don't know. That's really cool.
Well, I've like been fussy cutting for 4 hours. Yuck. Oh, sorry, cussy cutting.
Yeah, cussy cutting. Yep.
Lisa says you can do it with all different colors. And Lisa says, yes, Patty.
Okay, so I might have to buy. Okay, does it only come in those little tubs? Does it only come in these little tubs?
Yes, I believe so.
What if I need an industrial size?
I don't know. You know, I could be wrong. That's all I've ever seen it in or looked for it
Do you
in.
know for some of the, I'm not thinking like a dresser, but like furniture set kind of pieces to do that and be able to get, or like on dresser drawer fronts, the drawer fronts,
Right.
that would be super cool to do in the white and then wax it and let it have that, do the dark wax on it like that and let it have that barnwood look on the drawer fronts. That would be really cool.
Right. Yep.
But I wouldn't want to do like the whole dresser or even do just the tops or like coffee tables. See, I went instantly into projects.
Right.
Any acrylic. I don't know though, Lisa, because this really dried. Like you could see like how Lorna was talking about the high-low. It left like, if you could see it in person, I'll see if I remember. I'll take a picture of it and put it in a group and see if I can catch the lines in it. It actually has like barnwood lines in it because the paint dried, because like how it still looked wet to you guys, it did have like a sheen and a matte. So I think that's part of why it really looks so cool in person. And I can't tell how clear you guys could see what I could see.
Hi, Carla.
Hey, Carla.
I think it would be able to use any acrylic paint. Is it an acrylic paint? Is dilutions, is she asking, is dilutions an acrylic paint?
Yeah, it's acrylic. It says it's acrylic. But it's interesting how it dried like matte and glossy. That's what I need, matte and glossy. So you can tell that I'm used to mixed media lingo. And I have just enough knowledge / experience with the furniture stuff to be either dangerous or fearless. I'm not sure which, or maybe some of both. But like the failures with the milk paint and stuff, it definitely helps with your perspective. Like you don't know if you don't try. And you're going to spend the money on something, so. But like I've tried milk paint enough times, I just know it's not for me.
I don't think I've ever used milk paint.
It comes in a powder and you have to mix it.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah. I mean, the mixing, it's easy, you know, all of that. And there's some people that do amazing things with it. I just am not that person.
I was just going to say, you're just not that one of them, right?
Nope, I'm just not one of them. Because when it's done right and done well, it's beautiful.
Lisa says, I guess I'm going to have to get some of that black wax.
Yeah, and I don't know that you have to have this black wax, but yeah, a dark wax. And I mean, this bottle is 4 ounces. I think it's $13 where I get it from my retailer. I know that there's probably a more inexpensive one at Walmart if you don't want to jump out there with that cost on that one. But I like the consistency of this and I like the spreadability. Like this no name one that I got at Tuesday morning, well, not no name, but you know what I mean. It's Americana Decor. Trying to think, is that Joann's or Michael's that carries that? It's okay for like this stuff for what I'm using it for, but like I wouldn't want to use it on a coffee table that's going to have, like kids' toys and things rolled across it, or you know what I mean? For this stuff, it's fine. And I knew I wasn't probably using it as the finish layer. I'm just using it as,
Hi, Angie. Angie,
Angie.
says hello. Why is everybody up?
Because we were waiting for you. Just waiting for you. But yeah, I like for this clear wax, it provides just enough of a like a resist almost between the paint and the dark wax so that I don't turn it totally dark. This rag's just about had it. I almost don't have anything that's not covered in black wax. There we go. There's that one. Does that one look too Christmassy, you guys?
I don't think so at all.
Okay. I can't decide if the wreath looks like a Christmas wreath to me or just a pretty wreath. Oh, see, isn't that weird? On StreamYard, this looks super light to me, but on YouTube, it's coming through pretty dark. Okay, cool.
Yeah, on YouTube, it's coming through a completely different color.
Isn't it? So it's not just me. Cool.
Nope.
Yeah, see, for the furniture, I don't think I would like that. This would not work for me on furniture. When I was starting and I didn't know any better, I would have used it and not thought anything of it. But now, and there's lots of other brands out there. This just happens to be, I mean, DIY just happens to be my favorite and my go-to. But I think it's because I know what to expect every time.
Yeah, they don't think it looks like Christmas either.
Okay, cool.
Paul says it does not look like Christmas, especially with the bee.
Okay. Thanks, guys. And there might even be like, but okay, so here's where I was going with that. And I have about 4 things I want to say all at one time, and I can't figure out how. This is a 4-ounce bottle. These paints are 0.17. No, wait. Is that a 1 or a 4? Yeah, 0.17 fluid ounces. These are normally $8. I got them half $7.50. I paid $2.99 a bottle for these, and I think they're normally $6 or $7. So I paid $2.99 for these. This is $13 for 4 ounces. So I mean, and this goes. I mean, you get a lot out of it. I can do, especially when you put that clear wax down first. You don't need near as much of this because it just scoots. I can just keep brushing it over. So there's that to consider. And some of that is the consistency. And again, some of it's because it's really saturated with the pigment. So there's that. So you don't have to wipe as much of it away and leave it in the rag as I do. So cost-wise, I think it's a pretty good investment. I feel like I get a lot of mileage out of it. I'm just trying to think. Like a 4-drawer dresser, I think I've done 3 of them with one of these, but I put the clear wax on first and then came over it with this. If I'd have just gone on with this and not the clear wax, I probably would have gotten 1 good coat on the dresser. So for this kind of stuff, I feel like you're going to get a lot of mileage out of it. But if I didn't have this, I would have gone to Walmart and picked up an inexpensive one and played with that one. And then probably been grumpy because I didn't have the one I wanted.
Right.
But I would have done it. And because the day I wanted it, I know that Melissa would have been closed, so I wouldn't have had any choices. I just love how, almost gives it a worn, leathery look. But the paint picked up the different finishes of the fabric cover. See,
Yeah,
like,
that's what I like.
but so the paint did that, and then by doing the clear wax in the dark, it's finding all the little crevices. I feel like that looks like fingerprints, but it's not. In camera, it almost looks like my fingerprints.
Yeah, it looks great.
Aren't those fun? I cannot wait to do journals out of these, for Pete's sake. Yeah, furniture grade on furniture. Yeah, exactly. Agreed. So for anybody coming in now, the girls that have been here for a while will tell you I've kind of been all over the place tonight. Started a little bit of everything and not really finished anything. Oh, nice. Did you just do it now, Lisa? Or do I got to go look for it? Is it like just posted now, so it's up on top? I'll have to go look. I like seeing projects. What am I going to do with my covers? I think I'm either going to do DIY kits with them or I'm going to finish them. I haven't quite decided. I want to do one finished one for sure. Then I may do the rest as DIYs. Kind of depends on your guys' intent. These make me think of die cuts. These super
intricate ones.
Yes. I'm like, good grief. Getting in all the crevices is like trying to poke out all the little papers that didn't cut properly. I'm going to try this one different and see if it makes a difference while I'm buffing. Pull some of that out of there. Let's see how that goes. Ooh, I like that better already, actually. Okay.
Picture of my cabinet I painted a long time ago in the Facebook group. Awesome, Lisa. I'm definitely gonna go check it out.
Yeah, that's why I was asking her if it's a recent, if she posted it recently or a while ago. Because if she just posted it like now, then it's going to be super easy to find it. I just want to know how long I got to scroll.
Well, do you want me to tell you a secret?
Sure.
Over to the left of your page, there's a little box. Type in her name.
Uh-huh.
Hit enter, and all her posts will come up.
Oh, gosh. So I'm new to computers. I just started using Facebook like last week. Just kidding.
Jennifer says those would look really cool with some of your graphic imagery from the 500-year-old book. Remember?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jennifer. Yes.
She said Gothic, not graphic. LOL.
I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Good idea. Scan those and shrink them down. Okay, so here's the next question, though. Do you guys want it as a DIY or do you want me to finish them? What do you think? Oh, look how pretty. Ha! Those are my favorite ones, though. I love these.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Angie Stone says, hey, Laurel.
Hi, Angie. I said hi to you as soon as you came in. She's just now realizing it's me.
You want that? Wait, want what? So confused. You got to remember, Jennifer, I asked too many questions all at one time. So then when you guys answer, I have no clue which answer you're really giving me. I set us all up for failure, don't I? Where's confusion? Either failure or mass confusion. We'll pick one. And I know it's me because I get to blah, 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 and 6 questions later, and then I'm trying to figure out which question you're answering.
Well, you asked them if they wanted them DIY or put together.
Right. And then she said, I want that one. And I was like,
Oh.
But which way? Anna Griffin dies. Yes, I agree, Carla. They do. Very much so. All right, I'm going to let that sit. I want that one to get really dark while I'm doing the other side, I think. Hope you guys don't mind quiet time because we seem to have lots of it tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird. When I'm watching other people, it doesn't bother me at all. I'm grabbing a clean rag. I can't take this one anymore. It's so gross.
Time I start freaking out when it starts getting too quiet.
I don't.
I really like the one you finished before this one, but I love the last cover. And she's like, I don't know.
Well, you have plenty of time to think about it. Or I could just send you resins, and you could kind of sort of do your own. Yeah, that one grabbed a lot more of the paint or the wax. Nice. I just don't like it too obviously gunked up right along the outer edges. I like it chunky and thick looking on the inside of it, because that's how it would have naturally aged if it was laying down flat anyway, but I don't feel like it would be just totally crammed up against it on the outside edge. There. I like that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I like them so much better dark. I don't know why. Just do.
Because it brings out all the detail and they don't look new. They're that old, beat up, grubby, dug out of somebody's attic look that we all like.
Right?
That's why. Okay, I'm super excited to do this one. I've been dying to get this one. I'm doing them by size in case you guys haven't noticed, because this one I want to see. Oop, about to use the wrong brush. That would have been upsetting. This one and the giant one that I showed you guys last night are my two favorites.
Yeah, that giant one's insane.
And the big one is the one I think I want to make into a journal. And I think some 500-year-old pages would be perfect in it. Book. Book, she says, book. Yeah, I don't get, like, you were like, I get freaked out when it's too quiet. It doesn't freak me out. I feel apologetic. Like,
Really?
people, yeah, I don't want people to think I forgot them. Like, I didn't forget you're there, I promise. Oh, this is going to be a pain. I can see that. All right. Tapping. Tapping. Or we'll be here till breakfast trying to brush that in.
Now you need to put one of your resin pieces on the red book.
I was thinking that, right? And then black wax it again, right? Or do you want a gold one? I'll show them. Maybe a gold one. I was sitting here thinking that, actually. And I couldn't decide if I wanted to do one like this or this and black wax them, or if we wanted to do like a really glitzy one on it. Or this, because that looks like a door knocker to me. And I've got the clocks too. So we could go glitzy or white. So think about that. And then I could show you my fancy schmancy rubber band. I don't know what to call them, clamps?
Yeah.
Hey, whatever works.
That's right.
I was like, now how am I going to? Because I wasn't going to lay them all over the place. Well, and I could just see me laying all the books on the floor and weighting them down and then have Carmine come up here. She'd knock every one of them over and every resin piece would be shifted. I just know it. Diesel would just come up here and be like, nope, and turn around and leave. She would have to investigate it all. Okay, buffing time. We're going to start up here.
How about birds? Gold on the red book. She says, no, we're all just relaxing together.
Awesome.
And Angie says we are all just watching in awe.
I don't know about awe. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love this.
Yeah, I love that one.
I am going to come back and hit it again with a little more copper in certain places. Not a lot, just because you can see it kind of flecking through just a little bit on the flowers. So I know I want to bring it back a little bit on the statue and the bird. And these guys, I'm not going to be able to get much of the dark wax. So I'm just going to try to buff some of the bronze out. And then I'll probably come back and hit randomly. I say random, and I'm never really good at random because I need it to look more balanced than that. But I'll try to do a random accenting on that one. Oh my gosh, I love how this hung on to it.
Lisa says, I think birds with the red book, then it would be more of a farmhouse look.
Right? Okay. Do I have... Okay, so the only bird I have painted is this blue one, and I'm not pushing it back. We could quick paint one of these that I put the black on. You want it gold or white? This one I have to do this bronze. I'm dying to see this. Dying. Where's my wax? Wax, wax, wax. Seem to have hidden my little waxes from myself. Does anybody know where I put those? How can they not be here? They're supposed to be right in this box with everything else. Did I take them out already? Nope. This is me, you guys. I got to talk through the process. I have to talk to me. Eventually, I'll remember the right answer. Oh, they're right there. Good grief. Literally looking right over them. They were indeed right there. See, so much for random. I really was going to try it. It's just not in me. Okay.
Oh, oops. I'm carried away there.
You guys think, is that enough?
I really like that.
I love this one.
While the farmhouse white for the farmhouse look, gold is for formal and it will not give a farmhouse look in my view. I agree, Paula. Yes, 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 they like it. Yeah, that looks insane.
I really like this one. Yippee! Okay. So let me put the lid on the wax and the lid on the wax. Put them back in the box and see if I can rehide them from myself. Okay. Yeah, I confiscated an old drawer from, I don't even remember what kind of cabinet. So I use it as a box, and I've decided to put all of my, well, it was going to be all of my resin supplies. Currently, it's all these things and these new paints, and just, so I've got all of that stuff in there now. So I've got it all corralled in one spot. So we decided on white. Is that what we said? White. Okay. So let's grab, where did I hide the cover? Red cover, there it is. So there's the cover. Do we have an up and down? Let me look at the spine and see if anything showed through. A little bit. So this is the front for you guys. So this bird, I feel like this one's too big, don't you? Or do you want the giant one? Dive bombing. Because that's the only way he's going to fit is
I like that.
if he's literally dive bombing down the page, or we can do, so I just need to know large or small, and then we'll paint it white. My coffee is like stone cold. Jeez.
Oh, I bet.
It's okay. I like it cold. It just surprised me. Of course, I just looked at the clock and it's like, holy crap, we've been here 3 hours already.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. The smaller one? Okay. Smaller.
Yep, they all fit smaller.
Okay.
Turn him so he's going up.
Oh, wait. Wrong button. I'm muted. I'm over here talking.
What happened?
Yeah, I was muted. I hit the wrong button. So white, 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 white. The smaller one, and you guys want him going that way. So from the bottom, right? So from the bottom going up. Oh, that is cute. I like it. Why did I only think down? Good idea, you guys. Okay, so there's the front cover of that. Here's him. You need to go in water. And we're going to paint with you. And you're the waxy one. So we'll tuck you in that cloth. Okay.
Nope, that's right.
Okay, so there's that far. And this paint dries pretty quick too because I don't, it's not a crazy thick layer. But while this one's drying, I'm gonna, oh, why did I put the black wax away? Duh, because I wanted to try the black wax on some of those white ones that I'd already done. Keep wondering how many times I've stuck my head underneath the camera.
I don't think you've done it at all.
Because it's like, it's weird because I feel like I'm tipping in way over top of it, you know, the piece. So it's like, oh gosh, can they, I have my big fat head right in the middle?
Yeah, you're not though.
Okay, because you always wonder. It's like, and you don't want to turn up and look because it's like, then you feel like you're peeking at people weird, like, there's my eyeball. There's my eyeball just for you. All right, so we'll let him dry. And like no paint. That takes like no paint. It's weird how very little it takes. All right, into the water for you. And the wax brush comes back. I want to try black waxing these and see what happens. Oh, there it is. I was like, where did I hide it? And because I didn't put a clear layer in between this, I don't know how much of this is going to buff back out.
Lisa says it should look cool.
I think so. Here we go. I think that'll look pretty spiffy when we get the bird dry and get him waxed. I don't want to put it on there. It's not dry. I don't want to get the white smearing on there. But I think that bird will be really cute on there with the black wax like that. I agree, ladies. I agree. So, yep, I'm going to do that to all of those. Yeah, I like it too, right? Nice. Good idea, you guys. Good idea. So we might as well do these while we're waiting on him to dry. Because I want to do more of the books I showed you last night where I stamped all over the covers and just left all the book pages in them because I want them to be decor pieces. I'm going to do some. That's why I was asking about the white paint too, Lisa, is I wanted to do some of those in white and then dark wax them. And then come over them with some of the resin pieces, super grubby like this. I just love all the, like the texture, that texture paint that I'm putting on first. It just makes such a chunky difference, especially in person. You're just so ridiculously chunky and grubby and gritty.
She says, oh yeah, then you can send it to me.
The cover? Oddly enough, I have your address, you know. Yeah, just kidding. You don't got to be kidding. I love it when you guys do that. I think it's cool. I think it's a compliment when someone's like, hey, did you need my address? Oh, look at that one. It really grabbed onto that one. That one stayed really dark. Isn't that cool?
Nice.
I like it. Belongs on a boiled book. That one needs to go on a boiled book. I want to do those ones that I did the Tim Holt the distress inks on the two other white ones. Remember I did
Right.
those? I want to do I'm curious to see now if the black wax is going to smear the distress ink. Just spit it out, Patty. This one's almost dry. Nice. I like it. Don't anybody tell Michelle. I think I'm going to have to do up some of these. Can you guys see the distress ink on this one? This is the one I distressed when we first came in. So I'm curious to see if the distress stays or if it moves with the wax.
Paula says, like that. Looks like it is stone and old. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like old concrete. Yep. But now I know how I want to do the ones that I'm going to bend and put on some bottles. Just like this. Oh, it stayed. So the distress stayed under, it stayed put. It's not like, because you know how like a lot of times when you put like matte medium or whatever over top of it, or Mod Podge, how it moves the distress ink around. It stayed put. So there's not a huge difference, but there is, you can see, I can see the brown in this one from the distress ink under the black.
Right. Those look cool.
So there's that. And I used a texture modeling paste. Yeah, modeling paste. Whatever that stuff is.
Texture paste? Or you mean
No. It's like a modeling.
Yeah. There is modeling paste.
Yeah, it's almost got like sand in it or grit. I don't know. That stuff. Oh, there it is. I'm busy looking for the other swirly one. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to do the bird. We're going to do the bird. The birdie.
The bird.
The bird. Yeah, see, I just don't see myself getting tired of this resin thing for a long time. I can see where I'll move on to other things, but I know that I think I'll be coming back to it frequently or rapidly, or I like it a lot because every time you find something new or learn, you know what I mean? For other stuff, I feel like you can bring it back to this in a way.
Okay, there's a couple of us awake. Yes,
Right?
there's quite a few of you awake. Angie's like, I'm kind of here.
Kinda. Yes, Paula. That's I don't know how long you were out there listening before you typed in chat. But shoot, I lost front of the book. Hold on. Trying to talk and think at the same time. So this one's the front. There you go, Miss Lisa. The whole cover. There we go. I guess I could give you clean paper to look at. Ooh, won't be this one. There. There you go. You like it right there? Because if you like it right there, I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. But anyway, Paula, yes, I'm hoping to go Sunday to do a little thrifting and see if I can find some cool old frames. I got lost in the abyss of Pinterest to the effect of created a whole new board, and it was stuff like the picture frames and the mirrors and stuff to bring to text. Oh, Lisa, I didn't even wait. Try a leaf on there like it's flying up to it. Okay, I'm going to still glue him down because I've got the glue on him now because I got sidetracked talking. And then we'll add to him. Welcome to Patty's World. Okay, so there's that. Then let's find, this is the smallest leaf I have. Is that one going to work like that, do you think? Or do you want, these all curve the wrong way. I guess it doesn't have to curve toward him, or I could do that one. No, I don't like them together at all, I don't think. What do you think? Up,
That is so pretty, but my chat could be slow. I don't know if she says the long one.
The long one? Okay. And this way?
Yeah, that looks good like that.
Okay, now this one is not painted white. It's just got that base color on it. Do you want me to paint it white first and dark wax it? That's just, see the difference between them? I kind of like them different, but I don't feel like this has full, this is not full coverage. I'm still going to come over this with something. Don't have it touch the top?
Well, that's Rosemary. Lisa's the one deciding, so
yeah,
that's why I didn't say anything.
The long one. Lisa wants the long one. Yes. Shoot. I have to ask the questions one at a time, don't I, Lisa? You want me to leave it this way or paint it? Because I can paint it real quick and wax it and glue it on later. We don't have to sit here and wait for it to dry. I can make it darker. I don't have to put, well, maybe I should do it dark and dry brush the white on top. It's fine the way it is? Okay. I feel like there's an awful lot of resin showing through. You know what? Because I am going to send it to you just because it will be fun. So that the light color you see coming through there is resin. I'm going to leave the bird glued. I'm going to not glue this, and you can play with this one and paint it and put it on there. And then take a picture of it and post it in the group so I get to see it. How's that? How's that for a plan? I feel like when you see it in person, you'll know what I mean. It needs another coat of something. Okay, now she's not chatting. Come back, Lisa. Come back. You You know what? You guys have supported me a lot. You know, it's because of you guys I get to come on here and do this. So I don't get to do a lot of give back. It's fun to do some giving back when the mood strikes or the opportunity presents itself or a combination of both. And it's Christmas. So, yeah, cool. This was fun, you guys. I like these. I'm using your book as a backdrop, Lisa. Super fun. Super, super fun. I like those and I like these. These are my favorites. The chunky gold ones, the metallic-y ones. I like those and these cementy looking ones. They're the two of them. I'm an even toss up between, and my dirty thumb. I'm an even toss up between the two. Watch it pick that as my picture.
Right.
So.
He says thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're so, so welcome. So, but anywho, yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up and we'll see what YouTube decides I should have as a thumbnail. It could be interesting. Thanks for coming on, Laurel.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm still, one of these days I'll be brave enough to come on and play by myself, but we'll see. It's going to be a minute, I'm sure. We'll see.
Right.
So you guys all have a good weekend. I won't be on tomorrow or around because everybody's coming. We're doing our Christmas tomorrow. And Sunday, I think the kiddos are staying until like, I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. So, but we'll be on Monday night for sure. And we'll see what we wind up doing. I haven't made any, I don't know if I have made up my mind yet about anything, but we'll see where we end up. So, all right.
Have a great night, ladies.
Yeah, and we're going to talk. I'm going to click the end button right now.
Right, and we're just going to keep talking until it cuts us off mid-sentence.
Yep, because I hate it when it just is there dead quiet.